Hello everybody, today with me again I am Sholita Shinpakdi and I'm going to give you an information about how much money do you need to live in Thailand. So I'm pretty sure that you guys also might want to know how much exactly do you need and the cost living expense. So today I'm going to tell you all about it. Well, some people tell that Thailand is quite cheap to live here, and some people also complain that Thailand is getting quite expensive. So let's discuss about it. We are going to assume that you have a limited budget and you want to come stay for a long time in Thailand, living off your saving, your investment or your retirement money, or even you have a remote job somewhere where you can work from all over the world. So who is this video for? Well, for those who want to live here in Bangkok or in Thailand. Although this number might be less or more, but we are living in Bangkok, so we're gonna base here for the living cost, living expense in Bangkok. This is where most of our viewers and our clients from Bans might want to stay, which is in Bangkok. Well, you are not going to stay in the very most luxury and expensive area here in Bangkok, which is Bans might also don't recommend you to do that. There's some area that are very expensive and there are a lot of foreigners, so we don't recommend that. We have an idea for you and suggestion for you, so stick with us until the end of the video. And one more thing, this number that I'm going to tell you is for one single person. You could be either man or woman who plan to live in Bangkok on your own. If you live as a couple, we will recommend to add 50% more of the number that I'm going to tell you, because it's going to be more expense, double expense of one person that living on your own. So just add like 50% or 100% on top of that if you have a family and you have wife or husband as a couple. Okay, let's get started. So one first thing, do not come to Thailand without having money. That's quite common sense, right? Your money could be from saving, from the job, from the retirement money, wherever you get the money from, and you should not be worried about the money for the next year. So make sure that have the money enough for like a year. Well, because we have seen a lot of like foreigner beggar on the street and some news, you might have seen it on the YouTube, so we don't want that to be you actually. So get your money in order before you come to Thailand. Plan it out. For the purpose of this video, we are going to stay in the US dollar, so you can convert that to your own currency in your country. That's very easy. So let's talk about the rent here. It's the bigger expense that you are going to spend on. Let's say it start about $300 per month for the rental price. That number already included the water expense and the small fee that in the condo itself. Check out some of the video that we talk about the condo that costs this much, $300 per month, so you get an idea how this condo look like with this amount. So where you will be living in? More than likely you don't want to live in the Asok, Ekamai, Thong Lo, Sathorn or Phrom Phong area. In those Sukhumvit line area is very expensive because more foreigners and touristy area. I know you might feel more comfortable living in the area of a lot of foreigners, a lot of Farang, but Bans Mai would recommend you to stay in the mix, like local Thai people and foreigners people, so the price will like a bit will probably be lesser for sure. Because if you're living in the Thai local area, then you can be able to learn the culture and you will learn how to speak Thai, and you will get Thai friend faster. Because when something goes wrong and you want you need help, then of course you need Thai people to help you, because you are in a Thai country, so you definitely need Thai people to be friend and to be around you. And of course, if you need help, we are always here. You can call Ban Smile for help for anything. Well, the good news is there are a lot of condo and accommodation places that you can stay nearby those expensive neighborhood and near to those like touristy area with a very good facilities and good price as well, that I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes. Because with this $300 per month, you can get a very nice condo, not like high class or luxury, but it's good for like 1 or 2 person because it has like full facilities, has swimming pool, has fitness, has like good neighborhood, restaurant surrounded area, which is very convenient, and a department store and so on. So check that video in a previous video that I have posted on YouTube, then you get an idea. There are the condo with this price also have working spaces, and some of them have like a library in the condo. This kind of place is very nice, and I would love to live in myself. For that price, you're going to live a little bit distance, like a few kilometers, or lesser than that from the train station. But the good thing is all condominium has a shuttle bus, or if they don't have shuttle bus, they have the taxi, motorbike taxi, grab taxi, grab car, whatever. It's so convenient. You don't have to be worried about how to get to the train station. Or even you can walk. Well, I don't recommend walking there, but just take the motorbike taxi, very cheap, like 10 baht or 15 baht. Convenience to get to the train station. But if you love to exercise and walking around your neighborhood, then walking is a good idea for you, because I know that some foreigners love walking, but not Thai people. Thai people don't like walking. Well, remember that the condo is not just only one choice that you have, because there are townhome, houses for rent, and the service apartment as well. If you don't mind living in a slightly a bit further distance away from the shopping mall, then I would recommend you to stay in the townhome, which you're gonna have 3 bedroom or even 4 bedroom in the same price of the condominium, which is like around $300, but you get bigger space, but just a little bit distance from the shopping area. Well, feel free to contact Ban Smile in the link in the description below. Then we will find a perfect place for you and fit your budget, fit your requirement the most. So speaking about gym and exercise, if you're the person who love to exercise a lot, then you can get the membership, like yearly membership fitness, like a fitness first. It's very popular here, and also you can pay for the trainer here, because the fitness equipment in condominium itself might not be sufficient, not enough for you. But for me, I think it's fine already, because they have like for running, for like weight. Well, if you want to be like get in shape fast, then I would recommend you to get the trainer or go to the gym outside the condominium. So you will get into like, there we have classes like dancing classes, cardio. They have like a trainer or aerobic dancing, something like that. Or even have a Thai boxing as well, which is the condominium cannot provide those for you. Well, for the normal gym might cost like $30 per month up to $150 per month for the membership, for monthly membership. If you get yearly membership, then the price is going to be cheaper. And of course, the luxury high-end high-class gym membership gonna cost you more. Well, the reason why here I want to talk about the gym and exercising, because Thai food is very delicious. You keep eating and then you get fat. You have to be careful about it. Well, most of Thai people love to exercise early in the morning before they go to the office, and then after work, after like 6 o'clock. If you don't want to be get crowded in a gym, then I would recommend you to go during the daytime when everybody go out for work. Utilities. So for this utilities thing is the water, electricity, and the internet bills. Let's talk about that more in detail. Let's start with your electricity bill first. Your electric bill is dependent on how much you're gonna use your air conditioning. As you know, Thailand is very hot here, especially during from March until June, July. Well, most of the time it's very hot, and if you stay in the room for a long time, then you would always open your air conditioning, then your electric bill is gonna go high up for sure. The amount of heat, it depends on where your room window is facing to the north, facing to the south, east or west. If it's facing to the east, then you're gonna get hot in the morning. Facing to the west, you get very hot in the afternoon, and the afternoon heat, afternoon sun is damn hot. It's really hot. So be careful of choosing the direction of your room. If you don't know that, so let's handle it for you to find a good room with the in shade, not facing too much sun. So that one is very important too. So you can save a lot for your electricity bill for the air conditioning. We have heard sometimes the electric bill in the summertime go as high as your rental price. That's terrible, right? Can you imagine how much air conditioning that you use during the month? Some people work from home and you just open the aircon all day long. Well, most of the time for the standard price of the electric bill, it's gonna cost you around like $40 per month in general. So pick the room that is shaded by other building, or the window that's facing to the east, north or south. Then pretty good already to protect you from the sun. Be sure to have someone to clean your aircon 3 or 4 times per year for the efficiency work, and your aircon will work properly and to reduce the electric bill as well. So click the link in the description below for the company that will help you cleaning your aircon. Okay, that's enough with the electric bill stuff. Another thing that is very, very important for us nowadays is the internet. Let's talk about the internet bill. If you're the person who work remotely, you work from home and you need internet to watch YouTube, Netflix, talk to your friends, family, then the internet is really a must, which is nowadays people need internet. Unless you only read at home all day, then you don't need the internet. I have never seen any people like that, right? Maybe some people out there only read all day. Well, no, not me. Well, however, if you live in a very crowded neighborhood, then during evening time when people come back from home or from school, everybody will use the internet, then it will slow your internet in the evening time. Then if you live a little bit further away from the crowd, you will get a little bit faster speed for the internet because not so many people use it. For the typical internet packages, 500 megabyte per second download and 200 megabyte for second upload, then it's gonna cost you around like $20 per month. And to get the gigabyte per second download, it's around $20 to $30 per month. The packages here are quite good and the service is very excellent. Normally, if something goes wrong with your internet, the company will send someone to your place in the same day or in the next day. So they have a very good after service for the internet. So you don't have to be worried about that you cannot use the internet properly. I mean, if the technician cannot help you fix it online, and then just go to your place. And now we can come to your mobile phone service. Well, you can call or text people around the world by using the Line. Line application is the for chat application, or even you can use the Messenger or WhatsApp. But Line is very common and popular to use among Thai people here. So the first thing, if you know someone, don't forget to exchange the Line so you can be able to talk with them without need to pay for the phone service. Well, the cost of a really good data for the phone here is cost you around like $25 per month. This would be unlimited data at 4 megabyte per second for the whole month. Or you can even top up a few dollars if you want to make a phone call for more, or you want to use the more internet, so you can get the packages that a little bit higher than that. But I would recommend $25 per month is good enough already for call and for the internet. The cost of SIM card is less than $2, very cheap. You might have your phone by yourself already, and make sure that unlock your phone to be able to accept the GSM SIM, and then you can go get the SIM card and plan right away after landed here in Thailand. Then you can go into your business. Finally, it's a water bill. The water is depend on the which condo that you're living in. Well, most of people who live in the condo or house, the water bill only costs $5 per month, because you will actually spend more money from buying the water from the store instead of drinking the water from your sink. You cannot drink the water from your sink here in Thailand. You have to buy water from the store. So make sure that you get the water delivery guy to go deliver the water to your place right away. Very convenient. Guys, stay with us until the end of the video because we're gonna tell you how to live comfortably here in Bangkok. Let's talk about food. There's so much choices for food in Bangkok, from a very cheap one to a very expensive one. But here the video is for the budget viewer, but we can go in the middle because this video is for budget conscious people. So let's go for the middle price of the food. So from now we will just talk about food. So before we started, let me tell you about this. Bansma, we have the philosophy that when you travel to the country, you should mostly eat food from the country. Sure, every now and again you can have food from a different country. For example, there are very good Indian and Italian restaurants all over places here. But 90% of our time you should eat Thai food because you're here in Thailand. Everyday Thai food has a lot of vegetarian and rice that in form of the regular rice like rice noodle, white rice, sticky rice. A typical average meal for Thai is just around $2 per meal. That would be a breakfast, lunch or dinner. Well, if you want to order Thai food from the delivery app, then you're gonna add up more 20 or 50% on top of the price. It's quite a little bit expensive more, but it's convenience. Western foods is about the same price as the Western country. Sometimes it's actually more expensive here. If you're eating with your friend or order a few dishes, then you would spend like around $10 per meal. So if you think about around $6 per meal of food, then approximately per month you will pay for food like around $200 per month. With the transportation, well, if you're the person who stay in Thailand for a long time, would be a very good idea to buy a car or a motorbike, because if you like commute and go everywhere a lot of time, but it's very dangerous to drive here, especially in Bangkok. Well, if you're really good at driving motorbike or car, then I would recommend you to get a driver license. We also have that information and we have that service as well. So feel free to ask us or about how to get a driver license here in Thailand. But if you don't want to drive, you know, Bangkok has so many transport system. Like we have airport link. If you want to go to the airport and go, like, it's all connected to the SkyTrain, subway, MRT, BTS. And you also can get like taxi, motorbike taxi, Grab car, Grab taxi that I mentioned earlier. You don't really need to drive here. Actually, I don't recommend you to drive around here unless you want to go another province and it's more convenient to get the car, drive by your own car, or you can even rent it. And remember that you need a driver license for that. I tell you that a lot more accident here in Thailand. There are 33 fatalities per 100,000 each year. That's the 17th highest in the world. It's not really as bad as we might think. For most very short distance, for the taxi might cost you around $3 per trip. For most of the train, you might spend around $2 per each time travel. If you're commuting by train every day, then get the budget for that around $120 per month. Because for the train, they have like a membership, like a card that you can buy cheaper if you're the person who travel every day. I would recommend that card. If by taxi, then you have to got the budget around $180 per month. So the transportation here is not expensive at all. If you do need to have a car, and watch our video here for how easy to get the driver license. How much are we spending so far? Well, it's not really too bad for everything. So far so good. Let's say around $1,000 per month for utilities, food, transportation, rental. And what about the other big ticket item? Before we jump into the mandatory thing, well, let's stop by at the fun time and the entertainment cost. Entertainment and shopping. Take it from here, you can have a lot of fun in Bangkok. There's so many bars, restaurants, entertainment, night bar, club. With the either high price, you can have fun. Low price, you can have fun here. Legal fun or not so legal fun. We have so many fun. No matter what you do, but there are a few things that Basma don't recommend you to do. Well, first thing, don't do drug. Depending on what you get caught with. You don't want to spend the rest of your life in jail, in prison, or then you get deported and never come back to Thailand again. And second, don't waste your life drinking at the bar all night long. It's not really a good looking for a foreigner, like sitting at the bar every single night and staggering home drunk. It means that you don't really have a purpose here to live in Thailand, and can lead you to get some trouble as well. If you get drunk every day, then something might happen to you. You could be in a bad health, unhealthy from drinking that much, or get in trouble with the law, or get the wrong company. Yeah, not really good. You can go like a few days per week or enjoy with your friend on the weekend, then that's fine. Well, whatever is your decision, right? But we just recommend the good thing for you. Beer at the bar start from only $2 per one bottle, and most of the bar charge for like $3 per a beer. So you're talking about spending like $100 per month for the bar, drinking, and included food at the bar as well. Around like $100 per month. I think that would be good for the average drinker who hang out with friends for a few times per week. And you probably might want to go to a movie theater or shopping sometime as well. So for shopping, I would say spend like $300 per month would be good enough. So total on the essential thing, so far we're spending $1,300 per month on the essential shopping and entertainment. Let's move on to the few other things that you need to take care of while living in Thailand for a long term. So let's talk about this long-term visa. It's a thing that you have to always deal with all the time. It's visa. If you have a tourist visa, you have to get the COVID extension. If you have a special tourist visa, you have to renew every 3 months. And if you have an elite visa, you have to renew it every 5, 10, and 20 years. If you have a retirement, marriage, or any family visa, is required to renew every year. And if you have a job here, your work permit and visa required to be renewed every year as well. So for your visa expense, we would recommend you to put aside around $1,000 to $2,000 every year to do it. That's what you have to pay to deal with your visa, and most of that is going to the agent who gonna handle everything for you with the visa extension. Emergency, finally, is the emergencies. We recommend you to putting aside for a few dollars to the place that not easy to reach or touch easily, because you might have to fly out from the country for the emergency situation to go back home, or you have to pay a little bit extra here to pay for the health or for any legally issue. If you have any question about any emergency, please feel free to contact us and we will help you out with that. So how much money do you need now to live a pretty good life with food, good food, entertainment, and utilities thing? The mandatory thing here is approximately $1,300 per month. This means not overdoing it. We're not going too crazy about it because it's very cheap to live here. If your intention is to live a good quiet life here in Bangkok, then this amount of money per month there would be great. But if you have a budget around $2,000 per month, then even better to cover our expenses, because with that $2,000 per month, which means that you can take a vacation, go travel to another province or the island nearby like Koh Samet or Pattaya, which we have a video about it. Koh Samet here, you can find it later. And with that a little bit extra money, $2,000, you can enjoy yourself, go travel around Thailand. Well, sometimes it's not all about the money you have, but it's all about the friend that you make here in Thailand. And I would recommend you to spend like $2,000 per month to learn Thai, make a connection with Thai local people, get some Thai friends, because having a friendship here in Thailand is more valuable than any amount of money that you have. Because if you the person that wants something different in your life and want to try different thing in another country, in Thailand, and you have some saving, some kind of the income, then Thailand is a good choice to stay. In Thailand, we have some of the lowest COVID rate in the world here. Well, worrying about quarantine is not an excuse if you really would love to come here. It's just only 14 days out of the year, because 14 days I think is pretty quick. Whether you came from Europe, Asia, America, or any country in the world, contact Ban Smile in the link below to have a private talk and plan, and we talk about your budget, and we can talk about the visa, to get the right kind of visa, where you can discuss and ask Ban Smile any question regarding living here in Thailand. Well guys, see you soon. Thank you for watching. So if you like my video, if you get a lot of information, don't forget to click like, share and subscribe to Ban Smile. I hope you get a lot of information today. If you have any questions, so feel free to ask Ban Smile. See you in the next video. Bye bye.